ask you a question.
Bring it out!
Let me ask you a question. Watch this. This is a teaching moment for you. How old are you? How old are you?
30.
Are you married? Why not? Why not?
When God that happens.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Men can sniff out a rebellious woman. No man wants a woman that's... You think you're supposed to be 50-50 with a man?
No, the man take care of everything. But at the same time, I'm gonna be a backup.
A backup. Okay, watch this. If you a backup, does your man have to listen to you? No. Read that.
Bring it out.
1 Corinthians. Chapter 11, verse 3.
Watch this, because what's in your head right now is feminism.
Right.
Bring it out.
Feminism. And I'll let you know right now, the reason the Lord hasn't sent you a husband yet is because the Lord don't want you destroying the man out here.
Right.
That's fine.
Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11,
And guess
and
what?
verse 3.
You're not supposed to be alone as a woman either.
That's right.
Read.
But I will have you know
Just listen, read.
that the head of every man is Christ,
The head of the man is Christ. Read.
and the head of the woman
Who?
is the
What the
man.
Bible just say? Who's the head of the woman?
What's her name? Hey, this is Miss Melinda right here.
I got a question. Who is the head of the woman, according to the Bible?
The man.
So does that mean it's 50-50 in a relationship? No. Hold on, listen. I'm not saying you can't have an opinion. Like maybe, I don't think we should purchase this house right now because we don't have the money for it. That's fine.
Like that.
But if you go to your husband and say, "We not purchasing this house," you can't do that.
Right.
You can't tell your husband what to do because there's a hierarchy.
Right. Actually, you tell the boss that.
He'd still be the head, but yeah, he would listen.
But listen to what though? Yeah.
Listen to it.
Listen to what?
It takes two, right?
It does take two to raise a family. But let me ask you a question. You have a job, right? Does your boss listen to you or you listen to your boss?
I listen to my
Bring it out.
What you mean why? Not because he a man.
But he's your boss. There's a what? There's a hierarchy. It's the same thing in the Bible. Your man does not listen to you because he's your head.
Right.
Now listen, the toes don't tell the head what to do. The head tells the toes what to do.
Right.
The head tells the knees what to do. The head tells the arms to move. Okay, read.
Bring it
Book
out.
of Ephesians, chapter 5, and verse 22.
Read.
Why? Submit yourselves to your own husband.
right.
What did it say?
Submit yourselves unto your own husband.
And guess what? That does not mean you're a slave to your man.
Right.
A lot of black women think like that.
Right.
But guess what? When you go to your job, aren't you a servant to your job?
Bring it out.
No? So, do you have to clock in at a specific time?
Bring it out. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have to do certain duties?
Bring it out.
Yes. Can you get as much overtime as you want? Can you take as much vacation?
Bring it out.
Yeah, they don't deny our vacation.
But can you take as many as you want?
Not as
You
many.
Right.
Guess what? You are a servant.
Right.
You can't do whatever you want.
Right.
It's the same thing in marriage, sis. But guess
Bring it
what?
out.
For him too.
But guess what? Guess what? The man submits unto Christ.
Right.
You acting like the man just do what he wants. Guess what? If a man is married to you, he can't cheat on you.
Right.
If a man is married, he's not allowed to lust.
Right.
If a man is married, he can't put his hands on you.
Right.
All those things he submitted to Christ, and guess what? You submit unto him according to the Bible. You understand that? When you older, don't put those thoughts into your head.
Right.
You're supposed to be teaching her better.
Right.
Yeah.
Book of Genesis, chapter 3, and verse 16.
Watch this, sis.
Unto the woman
Uh-huh.
he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow
Read.
and thy conception.
You know why women have childbirth today when
Bring
they give
it
birth?
out.
That's a punishment because of your foremother Eve.
Right.
That's why God says for the rest, until Christ come back and establish his kingdom, when you give birth, it's going to hurt. Read.
And sorrow.
It wasn't no apple.
Right.
No such thing.
Right.
And sorrow. Thou shalt bring forth children.
And sorrow you'll bring forth children. Read.
And thy desire
Your desire, read,
shall be to thy husband.
to your what?
Husband.
Your boyfriend.
Husband. And he shall rule.
He shall what?
Rule
Rule.
over thee.
Your husband's going to rule over
Bring it out.
in the Bible.
Right.
That's right.
That's why I made examples like he can't put his hands on you. He can't call you a B word because guess what? Those things are not according to the Bible. I'm not telling you to get into a toxic relationship. I want you to be married so you can live happily ever after with a man. But guess what? You have to submit unto that man and you have to realize that that man is your head. So you, when you're older and you're ready to be married. And this is what we want for you, sis. Watch this. Hebrews 13 and 4.
Bring it out.
This is what we want for all our sisters because in the black community, guess what? Is the marriage rate high or is it low?
Bring it out.
It's low. And divorce is high as hell.
Bring it
Because
up.
a black man and black woman are arguing because guess what? We don't know our respective roles. They're like, oh, it gotta be 50-50, 70-20, 30-80, whatever. No, it's 100% the man has to guide the house. But guess what? Every man would love a woman to help him behind him. Read.
Book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4.
Read.
Marriage is honorable in all.
You have a boyfriend? You have a boyfriend? A boyfriend's okay according to the Bible? How long you been together with him? 2 years. I'm gonna get in your business. It's not really my business, but it's my business. Y'all having, you know what?
Yeah, of course.
You say, yeah, of course, right? Are you a virgin?
She don't hear me.
No. I gotta ask her.
She is.
She is? You a virgin? Good. Keep it that way until you're married. Because this is what the Bible says about marriage.
Marriage is honorable in all.
So, does that mean you're supposed to have a boyfriend? No.
Bring it out.
Does that mean you're supposed to answer a boy in your DMs?
Right.
No. When a man tries to highlight you saying, nah, you have a father in your life? Your father's supposed to pick your husband for you.
Right.
That's how it goes.
Right.
Oh, you are, and guess what? A man will always be able to tell how another man is.
Right.
You know why? A woman cannot tell. Women have been picking the same men, it seems like, for ages. Y'all end up with the same man. He's always the same. He's a deadbeat. He's a narcissist. He doesn't take care of me. It seems like our women pick up the same men. That's why you need a man in your life, a father figure, to pick your husband for you. So you don't end up a baby mama.
Right.
And we don't want that for you, sis. Read.
Marriage is honorable in all.
So you can't have a boyfriend. That man that you're sleeping with, he's supposed to marry you before you even have sex with you.
Right.
That's right. And that, forget the sex part. He's not supposed to touch you inappropriately at all.
Kiss. Right.
That goes into kissing, no fingering, no licking, none of that stuff. That goes for you too. Don't let no man touch you. Read.
And the bed undefiled.
The bed undefiled. Read.
But whoremongers.
What's a whoremonger?
Bring it out.
The word whoremonger. A whoremonger is a male version of a whore. So if the man is a whoremonger, if he's having sex with you, he doesn't marry you, what does that make the woman?
You said, go ahead, say it.
It makes her a whore. That's thus save the Lord.
Right.
You're not supposed to be opening your legs for a man that you're not married to.
That's right. Right.
This man, does he have a job?
Yeah.
Does he live with his mom?
No.
He have baby mamas?
No.
He has kids?
No.
Why hasn't he married you yet? You
Bring
seem like-
it out.
What you mean why he doesn't marry
Why he ain't
me?
married
Bring it
yet?
out.
Because I'm not ready for that.
You're not ready. You sure you're not ready?
On everything.
doing married stuff.
Y'all doing married people stuff?
I know.
You go over his house too? Read.
No, we stay together.
Yo, oh, and y'all live together. So y'all doing everything married people do except get that marriage certificate.
Bring it out.
Sis, I'm telling you right now, you in sin.
Right.
And you gotta be a better example to your niece. Finish it.
Marriage is honorable in all.
Read.
And the bed undefiled.
Read.
But whoremongers.
Read.
And adulterers.
Those who like to sleep with other people's spouses. Read.
God will judge.
God is gonna judge you. How do you think God will judge you? What can happen if you have unprotected sex? What do you get? I'm gonna ask her, you're young. What happens if you have unprotected
I don't want her
sex?
to be talking
She has to know.
No, I don't want her to be talking about that.
Like what?
She listen to sexy room?
So now,
Right.
let me ask you a question. You listen to
No,
rap
she
music?
don't.
Oh,
Look,
no?
look at her face. Look at her face.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, you know what you're doing? I know what you think you're protecting her.
Right.
But if you don't tell her about how men are at a young age,
Right.
she's gonna be a statistic.
Right.
I promise you. Read.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 61.
This is what happens when you have sex and you're not married to the person. Read.
Also, every sickness
Uh-huh.
and every plague, which is not written in the
Bring
book
it
of
out.
this law.
So what are some diseases you can get by having unprotected sex?
Bring it out.
Name them. Name them. I'm gonna see if you know.
I work at a clinic.
Okay, go ahead, name them. You should know them then.
Herpes,
Herpes,
HIV,
HIV,
syphilis.
Syphilis. Everybody forgets the big one. AIDS.
Right.
You don't just get AIDS like that.
I know, but it's plenty in our community.
You do HIV first.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you don't get your meds.
So you know that.
AIDS.
So you know that. So why are you risking it by having sex with a man that's you're not married to, just so God can judge you with him?
Don't people that get married get the same thing sometimes?
Hey, that's God's judgment. But guess what? Does that make you any better? Because
Right.
you're man you're not married to. All right, sis, read.
Also, every sickness
Read.
and every plague,
Read.
which is not written in the book of this law,
Read.
them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
That's why diseases plague our community, because of sin. You know what else is a sin? That tattoo looks fairly fresh. When did you get it?
I gotta finish.
You gotta finish it? That's a sin, sis. Don't do that. You can't get tattoos. Tattoos is a sin. You know that. Lè ou lò ka Haïtien yo di ki sa, tatou son baka mal liye, pou semble baka bon.
Y'all overdoing it.
It's not overdoing it. That's what the Bible says. Lè Bible nan di ou baka make kou. Li di sa. Ou baka bon li di. You understand, sis? So according to God, you still gonna get tattoos and risk getting judged? If you do it willingly.
Don't God forget.
If you do it willingly, no, he won't.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong.